Any idea what bank reconciliation is?
It is when the balances on the bank statement and cash book do not match.
Hmm. And any reason why this happens?
They might be missing out some of the transactions,
Okay. Any
like
example?
unpresented checks, dishonored
Okay.
checks.
Hmm. So you have the basic idea, right?
Yes.
Let me give you the definition of cash book and bank statement and then we can begin, okay?
Okay.
So, cash book is one of my books of prime entries that involves all the transactions related to cash and bank.
Yes.
And cash book is the only book of original entry that's not only the book but also a ledger, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, you have the definition of bank statement in your book. You still want me to give you a definition?
No, it's fine.
Okay, so shall we simply begin with the practice set questions, or you want me to explain what unpresented checks and uncredited deposits are?
I guess that's fine, but I don't know what are like bank gyro credit, bank lodgements not yet credited.
Okay, don't worry. I'll cover that.
Thank you.
No problem. Let's first understand what unpresented checks are. the, let's suppose you are a business and
Okay.
you issued a check, right?
Yes.
So you issued the check, but the check is not yet presented to the bank. So it's not recorded in the bank statement.
Hmm.
Because you issued a check, you were expecting that someone would clear the check and your bank balance will reduce, right?
Yes.
So you entered this entry in your cash book as bank credited. You credited your
Yes.
bank in your cash book, right?
Yeah.
But the person whom you handed over the check didn't show it to the bank or is not yet able to clear the check, to withdraw the check amount.
Hmm.
So that amount will be known as unpresented checks. Any problem till here?
No.
You want me to write the definition for you so that you can remember it?
No, it's fine. I'm noting it down.
Okay, sure. I can write the definition if you say so.
It's fine.
Okay,
We can move on. No.
okay. Now, if I talk about uncredited deposits, what can those be?
Something we received but did not show to the bank.
um, it's when a certain amount of money is deposited into the bank. So bank immediately records it in the cash book. Like
Yes.
we are assuming that bank has immediately recorded it, but in actual it's not recorded in the bank statement until and unless it has passed through the process of clearing,
Mm.
right? And these
Yes.
uncredited deposits are also known as bank lodgements. So the part that you were mentioning, bank lodgements not yet credited, are basically my uncredited deposits.
So like
Clear?
we have.
We'll do the question
Mhm.
and you'll get the idea of what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you know the steps how to exactly reconcile the cash book with the bank statement?
I have trouble in putting them in the correct debit and credit sides.
Okay, no problem, no problem. I'll let me write a question for you and then we can begin. Okay.
Okay.
It's better if you copy the question so that you can understand it later again if you want. I'm using different colors so that we can track which amount is labeled as what, okay?
Okay. Noted.
Okay. Let's make the cash book. Sorry. And the same carry down will be brought down in the another year, right?
Yes.
Now, what you will do is that you will compare these two. You'll
Hmm.
see which amounts do I have and which amounts do I
Not have.
not have. So, if you see the, and you will always compare the debit side of the bank statement with the credit side of the cash book.
Hmm.
So,
Yep.
if you're
Debit
matching the
side,
debit of the cash book with the credit side of the bank statement, right?
debit side of the bank statement with the credit side of the cash book.
Yes.
Okay.
And debit, like vice versa. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So, if I compare the debit side of my bank statement with the credit side of my cash books, do I have 200
No.
on
Yep.
both sides?
Yep.
Yes, I have 200, right?
Yes.
I have 388.
Yes.
I have 720.
Yes.
What else is not there? 430?
Now 430.
Is 430 there on the in the bank statement?
No.
Keep it aside, okay?
Okay.
I've marked 430. Now I'll compare the credit side of my bank statement with the debit side of my cash book. Do I have 630?
Yes.
I'll cross that. Do I have 1920?
No.
I don't have 1920. So I marked 1920 from the cash book. Are you seeing that we have marked two things from the cash book?
Yes.
So
These will
what you
go
can
in
say,
the bank
bank,
reconciliation.
yes, perfect. All those things, let me write it for you so that it gets easier. You can note it down. All those things that are present on the debit side of the cash book but are not there on the credit side of bank statement will be recorded on the credit side of bank reconciliation statement as uncredited deposits. Clear?
Yes. So it's like bank gyro credit and bank lodgements not yet credited the same thing?
Um, Bank lodgements are same as uncredited deposits, right? But
Yes.
are you talking about GIRO, the bank
Yes.
gyro? Okay.
Mhm.
So it's kind of a method of transferring money by instructing the bank to directly transfer the funds. Like you don't have to go to bank physically and do that procedure for you.
Hmm.
let's get done with bank lodgement part and then we can come to that, okay?
Okay.
Now, if I make the bank reconciliation statement, first I'm supposed to put the date like bank reconciliation statement as at whatever the date is, right?
Yes.
And there are two columns or one column?
2 columns.
One column. Usually, like it depends, but we go for one column as well.
Okay.
So if I am writing bank balance on top, I'll add uncredited deposits. Bank, or you can say balance as per bank statement. From the question, what is the balance from the bank statement?
150.
804. The balance brought down for the next year.
Oh,
Okay. We had 150 balance, but since all of these transactions occurred, now our new balance is 804. Any problem till here?
nope.
If bank balance is in debit, see, can you see it says 804 debit, 804 DR?
Yes.
That means the value should be written in brackets. Why?
It's not an overdraft.
It's not an overdraft, but like you don't use the word overdraft over here. You are making something from the bank's perspective.
Hmm.
So in general terms, where bank is credited or debited for you, for the bank, it's the opposite. Like when you withdrew money from the bank, apparently you reduce the bank, you credit your bank, right?
Yes.
But the bank debit your account. Are you getting the concept?
Yes.
You deposited 500 dirhams in the bank. What's the transaction that you made? Bank debit, capital credit? You debited your bank?
Yes. The bank will credit them.
Yes. Why? Because bank is supposed to repay your money.
Their current asset is decreasing.
No, their liability is increasing.
Oh yeah.
That's why they credit you. Okay?
Yes.
Clear?
Yep.
So if I write the bank statement balance on top, I'll always add my uncredited deposits, which over here are 1920, right?
Yep.
This is the rule. If you're writing the bank statement balance, you'll add uncredited deposits and you'll less unpresented checks.
Checks. Can you repeat this rule again?
Yes, I'll write the format for you, don't worry. Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
What is the amount that I'm getting?
804 minus 920.
Are you able to calculate the value?
I'll use the calculator.
Okay, I'll use it for you, no worries. 1116, right?
Yes.
And now less unpresented checks that are 430, right? You can
Yep.
also use the word wages because the reason for 430 is wages, but it's fine if you write one to unpresented checks, okay?
Hmm.
What is the value that I'm getting?
116 minus 430,
Which is
686.
686. Oh, if you see the question, we are still left with one figure that was not catered. And that
24.
was, yes, that was 24. So in my cash book, I'm supposed to add this dividend of 24, which makes my balance as 686,
Hmm.
right? Is it
Yeah.
matching with the balance on the bank statement?
Yes.
You getting the idea?
Yes.
Any problem till here?
Don't we like first make the cash book and then add the uh
We usually do that, but just to make you understand that what are the figures we are including and what are the figures we are not including, I pause that 24 wala part for you.
okay.
Okay, so in most
Yes.
of the questions, you are first asked to make the adjusted cash book, and then you are supposed to draw the in
Bank
bank reconciliation.
reconciliation. Yes. Okay.
Any problem till here?
No.
This part copied?
Yes.
Okay. Now let me write the format for you. Do you want me to give you the format for adjusted cash book as well?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm bad at that one.
It's okay. It's okay. It's perfect. Be fine. We all are here to learn. Cash book also involves my discount and my folios and other things, right?
Yes.
So I'll mention that this is the adjusted cash book and bank column only. Any problem?
No.
Okay. We make a T account and we add the values. Depending on what kind of balance do I have balance, I can have balance brought down on either of the two sides.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, the 24th amount was a credit transfer, and this is also known as bank gyro.
Oh.
This one, 24th. So this is my bank gyro, right?
Yes.
And it comes on the debit side of my cash book.
Cash book.
Any
What
problem?
does what does credit transfer mean?
Credit transfer. Um, you can say that if someone, if someone transfers a certain amount of money directly into the bank, what happens is that the bank immediately takes into consideration that we have received this amount, right?
Yes.
But the business records this once they receive the bank statement. You were
Oh,
supposed to receive a payment from someone, right? Up
yeah.
now you don't know when does that customer paid you in the entire month. You'll get to know that when you receive the bank statement at the end of the month. But meanwhile, bank will immediately record that amount when they'll
Hmm.
receive it, right?
Yes.
So this is called credit transfer or Bank gyro.
Banking. Okay.
Any problem till here?
No, all good.
Okay, perfect. I have explanations and definitions for all components of the adjusting cash book. Just note down the formula and then we can go through them.
Okay.
At times, you also have to pay interest on deposits, so that also comes on the debit side of your cash book. And since you had balance or brought down on either of the sides, there is a possibility of having carried down on either of the sides, right?
Hmm.
Now, if I talk about what standing order is, do you have you heard this term before?
Yes.
Any idea what this is?
It's when a firm, so a business tells the bank to transfer a specific amount to a specific person on a specific date.
Perfect, excellent. And it is also known as banker's order,
Hmm.
right?
Yes.
What about direct debit?
The person receiving the amount can get it anytime, how
Hmm.
much it owns from the business, and the order is given to the bank.
Okay, so if the business instructs the bank to transfer a certain amount of money on some date to some person account, it is known as direct debit,
Hmm.
right? The difference between the standing order and direct debit is the fact that standing order is always done on a fixed date, fixed amount, and fixed percent account, while in direct debit, you can have any date, any random account, and any person. Okay.
Yes, okay.
Dishonored check.
Dishonored
The
checks or
bounce check.
bounce checks.
Perfect. If the check is returned unpaid or it's bounced back, it's known as dishonored check, right?
Yes.
What can be the possibility of a check being dishonored?
There is not enough amount in the, sorry, no. The check does not
Insufficient
contain,
funds.
yep, it does not contains proper details in the check.
Okay, maybe there's an issue with the signature.
Yes,
Maybe there's
or
an
the,
overwriting on the check.
yep,
Maybe the check is post dated. Usually the checks are 6 months valid, valid for 6 months.
yes. Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
What about interest on overdraft and interest on deposits?
Interest on overdraft could be when a bank, sorry, a business takes more amount than on the bank and they have to pay interest on that amount.
Hmm.
And
And
interest,
interest on deposit is like if a certain amount is deposited into the bank for a longer time period, right? So the bank pays interest on it, which is an income for the business. Like you saved your money in the bank and the bank is giving you returns on savings.
It's a form of saving.
Yes, kind of.
Okay.
Now, coming back to our bank statement, the reconciliation statement. I'm writing it in short as BRS, but it's actually bank reconciliation statement as at whatsoever the date is, right?
Yes.
If I am writing balance as per adjusted
Cash
cash
book.
book, I'll add unpresented check and I'll less uncredited deposits to get my balance as per bank statement. Any problem till here?
No. So when there are no changes made to the cash book, it's it's the opposite of this.
Yes, if you are using balance as per bank statement first, you'll add uncredited deposits like we did this in the question above, and you less unpresented check to get the balance as per adjusted cash book. Any problem till here?
No.
So far, so good.
Yes. But like
Now,
if we make adjustments in the cash book and it's a normal brought down, like on the debit side, it will still be the same one.
yes, but
Okay.
usually in cases you have to adjust the cash book, right?
Hmm.
Because the adjusted cash book balance then goes into the balance sheet.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Now,
Yes.
if my cash book shows a debit balance and my bank statement shows a credit balance, this is a positive thing for me. Clear?
Yes.
However, if my cash book shows a credit balance and my bank statement shows a debit balance, this is a negative thing for my business and me.
Hmm.
You can note it down as key pointers, which will help you revise this concept. This
Okay.
one. Copied?
Yep.
Okay. One more thing to remember. See, I crossed these amounts. You can always, you're supposed to mark these amounts. You can either cross it, you can tick it, you can make a circle around it, but make sure to do that so that you don't miss any amount, right?
Yep.
And if there's a bank statement on the overdraft, what will it be represented by?
Bank.
O
But
slash D.
yep. Overdraft.
Any problem till here?
No.
Anything else that you want me to tell you from this chapter?
I don't think so. This.
Okay. You have copied each and everything, right?
Hmm.
Shall I end the class?
Uh, wait, should I like? I cannot share, right?
You don't share what?
Can I share a presentation?
Sure. Let me just stop share. A presentation related to this chapter?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You see?
Yes, I can see the screen.
Yep. I was like having a doubt over here. Like, as you showed in the when it's just cash book, it is like this, and this is for the overdraft one. There are two different formats for overdraft and normal balances.
Hmm. So, okay, so if you have the overdraft, you add the bank lodgements, and if you don't have the overdrafts, you list the bank lodgements. That's how it
Mm.
works.
Like, do we
Since
have?
the examples that I gave you involved only one unpresented check and one uncredited deposit, so I went for one column bank reconciliation statement. But in actual, you have usually have more than one, so you can go for two column bank reconciliation statement.
Okay, but like, can you explain why we have a different? Why do we subtract bank lodgements in not updated carry book, or if it's an overdraft?
Actually, I haven't done any of the question like this, but I can help you out if you can share a practice question for this one.
Okay, and then we can do it when we have regular classes.
Okay, but you can, if you want, but I would encourage if you share this PPT with me.
Sure, no problem.
Okay.
Then inshallah we can meet on the next class.
Okay, please confirm your presence so that sir can share the schedule with you. Okay,
Yes. Thank you.
no problem. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
Love is.